Hello and welcome back to Hyperplay, and we bring you more baffling, beautiful benchmark news about the Retroid Pocket G2. We know it's going to be more powerful than the RP5, and there we can see just how much. Big 50% uptick. And the news is coming in thick and fast here at Hyperplay Towers with these big, beautiful benchmarks. Earlier, we reported that the RPG2 could well actually be more powerful in some respects than the RP6. Now, our man in China, well, I think I need to come clean here. There is no man in China. As you can probably divine for yourself, our regular references to our man in China are somewhat false. We don't have a man in China. We have multiple men in China. Yes, and here is our other man in China producing benchmarks with regard to the RPG2 against the Odin 2. Again, something we showed in our previous video, but this one is even more extraordinary because, in contrast to our previous video, which showed the RPG2 winning out in terms of GPU versus the Odin 2, here we have the RPG2 coming up trumps on the CPU front. Whichever way you slice it, a good body of evidence is mounting to show that the RPG2 is punching well above its weight class, even in its 8GB SKU. Could the RPG2, this pocket powerhouse, even compete with the KONKR Pocket Fit G2 Gen 3 edition? Don't be silly. The KONKR Pocket Fit absolutely takes the crown and walks all over the RPG2 in terms of performance, and that's to be expected. It is bigger, bulkier, and a bit more pricey. Game Hub on the RPG2, not a problem. A bit of Resident Evil 2 here for our man in China, and appropriately so for Halloween, which is today. He's pretty concerned that his RPG2 is going to be infested by zombies, and it will not be a happy Halloween for him. He's going to get out his ghosty detection system. Let's see what he can do. Have gremlins infested his Retroid Pocket G2 on Halloween? Only about 81 of them. And yes, with his spectral sound detection system, he can tell that the Retroid Pocket G2 fan is pretty loud, as purported to be by our other man in China in our previous video. Do check it out. Anyway, back to the ghosties, and yeah, he's got more ghost busting kit here. Infrared to see those gremlins inside. Yep, they are producing a lot of heat, but it all looks pretty standard so far as the Retroid Pocket G2 goes, and you will see very soon that it has the exact same design inside as well as outside as the well-loved Retroid Pocket 5. Yep, he's even got gremlins in his midst. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. Now enough of this phantasmagorical folly. Come on, our man in China, show us some good to honest gameplay. What about a little bit of Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U? Given the benchmarks that the RPG2 is putting up, that should be absolutely no problem whatsoever. Here we go, this will settle OMIC's nerves. Yep, straight in here, a bit of peachy action. Let's see if he's got the gameplay chops to get her hopping her way to a myriad of extra lives. Oh, sorry, rolled my R's there. Got told off for that in my video yesterday. All about the new redesigned, oh gosh, did it again, Retroid Potty 6. Yeah, I've been looking after the small children a bit too much. This is more what it's all about. Getting down into some Mario 3D World action, compiling those shaders, glorious. Now, has he got the skills? Yeah, he does. Oh, steady on now. Have another go. There you go. Peachy as you like. Yeah, he's very proud of himself, our man in China, and rightly so. Very pleased with his Retroid Pocket G2. Loves the screen. Of course, it's exactly the same panel on the Retroid Pocket 5. 400 pixels per inch, superbly high pixel density, 1080p. We would say the best panel that video gaming has ever seen, certainly at this diagonal size way. Uncharted on PS Vita, not a problem for the Retroid Pocket G2. All joking aside, though, it remains to be seen just how far we can push the Retroid Pocket G2. This Snapdragon chip has been perfectly optimized for gaming, utilizing all of that in-house magic that Retroid perfected with the Retroid Pocket 5, because that Snapdragon 865 can do so much better than mobile phones of the same era housing the same chipset. Their technicians really do know how to eke out the absolute most from these chipsets. They have got the chipset chops to get the job done. And the G2 Gen 2 continues to surprise us. Can it really be more powerful than the 8 Gen 2 inside the Retroid Pocket 6? Again, I think that Retroid will be able to produce wonders with the 8 Gen 2 inside the Retroid Pocket 6, and might well end up outperforming what AYN managed in the aforementioned Odin 2 devices. God of War 2, absolutely obligatory. Don't you dare show any gameplay footage of a new console without including God of War 2 on PS2. Looking very good, playing absolutely superb. 3.5x resolution we showed in our previous video. Valkyrie profile, Silmeria. Again, all going to be absolutely fine. Even the hardest PS2 games are going to run flawlessly on the Retroid Pocket G2. Take it from us, or more appropriately, from our men in China. Our lovely men. Can't have one God of War title without the other, of course, on PS2, so Ghosts of Sparta coming in clutch here. A little bit of tinkering as our man reses up his Retroid Pocket G2. Will you be picking this one up? Let us know in the comments. Oh, and while you're here, if you've stuck it this long through all my interminable wittering on this happy Halloween, please would you leave us a like? It'd be much appreciated. And I promise I'll do better with stopping to roll my R's. Yep. Upside, downside, USA, all very nice on the Retroid Pocket G2. It is exactly the same form factor you know and love from the Retroid Pocket 5. Resolutely D-pad up top. Now, it wouldn't be Halloween without some entrails, some innards. And as we alluded to before, you can see the Retroid Pocket G2 on top. Exactly the same internal configuration as the Retroid Pocket 5. You play your spot the difference. I doubt you can see anything different. Do let us know if you can. Obviously the chips are different. Got the G2 Gen 2 here, which is continuing to surprise and delight and amaze. Is it really more powerful than the 8 Gen 2 in terms of CPU? If it's not, then maybe. In terms of GPU, regardless, it doesn't really matter. All we're trying to say is that the G2 Gen 2 version of the Retroid Pocket 5, the RPG2, is a worthy purchase. And if you love the RP5 and want a bit of a bump in performance while maintaining exactly the same form factor, this is what you are after. Hope you enjoyed this bonus look at the RPG2. Do like how it's called the RPG2, given that we are Hyperplay RPG. If you did, please leave a like and please do subscribe. So much more coming soon. Bye-bye.